Hi, this is Tony Flying Squirrel. It is Wednesday, December 9th at about 3:30 p.m. And this is the first video in our new home. Um, in my new studio, which is not quite completed yet. I haven't gotten room treatment on the back walls yet. On the front, I barely have some curtains up at the moment. And behind me here, things are kind of strewn all over the place. But it's a good problem to have. I'm very thankful to be in a home now. Um, Christmas time in particular has always been a time of the year that takes a lot of intention for me to get into the Christmas spirit, to really um, get present with the celebration of the birth of our Savior and the whole gospel message that is surrounded by that. And the reason why I've had that challenge for so many years is I've had a lot of personal family loss in the month of December, dating back to um, December 22nd, 1980, when my paternal grandmother passed away after a very brief and aggressive battle with cancer. Um, and then some 24 years later, my grandfather Pops, who was Granny's husband, my dad's dad, um, passed away after a reasonably uh, short battle with bladder cancer. He had it for a couple of years. He passed away on December 27th of 2004. And the year previous to that, my maternal grandfather, Floyd, passed away. Um, and this year in particular is rather strange and different. It was about a year ago at this time that found out that my dad was terminal with cirrhosis of the liver, and so it was difficult for me to be present even last year. This time last year, actually this week, I was with him down in California, um, trying to help him out, take him to doctor appointments and this and that. And then I returned again a few weeks later to help him out. Got his estate plan together, which he hadn't attended to yet. And then 3 weeks after that, on January 26th, I flew him up here to Washington. He came to live with my wife Tina and I to live out the remainder of his time under hospice conditions. We knew at that time that the prognosis was approximately 6 months. What we did not know was that we'd only have 6 days. And I can't tell you what precious time it is to share with your loved ones while you have that time. My relationship with my father was complicated at best over the years. I wasn't raised by my dad. I was raised by his parents, and so our relationship had its ups and downs over the years. And in the final months that he was with us, there were some questions that I needed clarity on. Events in my life, why he was or wasn't there in different capacities or another. And all that is to say, as painful as it was, it helped set me free, and it also helped set him free. Um, the Christmas message is just about that, and I want to challenge everybody out there that if there's somebody that you have in your life that you have difficulty loving, and loving hurts sometimes. Hurt people, and those are the people that need to be loved the most. Um, do it. Whatever that barrier is, climb over it, knock it down, do whatever you have to do. Ask the pointed questions, as painful as they are for you and the other party. Stop living with elephants in the room. Eliminate them. Don't allow them as an option. When my father and I got to that place, when the elephant was no longer in the room, I noticed a change in him. When he asked if God would forgive him for the things that he's done in his life, and I said, have you asked him to? And he said, yeah. I said, then it's done. He says, I hope so. I said, Dad, these things are written so that you'll know so. You don't have to just hope. You can live with hope. And that's when I saw him change over the next few weeks. I want to challenge you that the loving of my Father didn't occur in just those few weeks. It occurred in the 30 years continuously prior to that 30 weeks. Believe me, there were times when I wanted to respond to some harsh comments my dad would say at times, and out of meanness and his own hurt. There are a lot of times I wanted to reach back and just say, you know what, I'm done, that's it. But I got to walk my dad to the gates of heaven. And if I hadn't been there with him during those 30 years prior, not only would he not have been set free, but neither would I. And reconciliation is for now. A year ago, I was a grandfather. And then we found out that this child was not biologically part of our family after he'd already been separated from us and removed. A year ago, I was a son to a father. And this year, things are different. There are empty seats at my table this year. But I have a table. I have a roof over my head. I have a car that's paid for. I have food in my stomach. I have more family to invite to my table. Not to replace those seats, but to fill them. And don't wait until it's too late to say what you need to say. Say what needs to be said to those you have it to say to while you still have them to say it to. And find your joy. Although this month has been traditionally a very painful month of memories and loss, I look back and see that over the times of my life where there's been tragedy, and there has been much tragedy in my life. That's also a timeline of God's provision and protection. And I look back and I don't see myself as a victim. And I don't expect anybody to see me that way or themselves either. But rather as victors. We are a blessed people. Those of us who are followers of Christ. We are blessed in this nation to have the freedoms that we do. And we need to learn how to look to our future, look ahead of us. That's where we'll see what we need to do. If we spend our entire life looking through the rearview mirror of life, we're going to wind up in the ditch. If you have to, remove the rearview mirror, just keep looking straight ahead. And second star to the right and straight on to morning. And be blessed this Christmas with the joy and hope of heaven. I know I am. And I'm learning how to move forward and see December as not just a monument of tragedy, but as a Ebenezer, as a monument of victory by God's grace and providence. Find your joy. His name is Jesus. Thank you.